Hi guys, get ready with me while I tell you how I ended up in Shanghai at the age of 24. Firstly, you have to hate your job. Joking! But at that time, I was 23 years old and I was working in a corporate job, a 9 to 5, the whole shebang. After uni and graduation, you get your job and whatnot. Everything was great at first. Obviously, it was my big girl job, more money, more responsibilities and stuff. And I thought I made it because obviously it was what I studied. So everything was kind of aligning. And I was only 23 when I started. I was too young to do 9 to 5. So my 13 reasons that led me to Shanghai was when I went to Dubai with my friends. Now, we were in Dubai for 2 weeks. We kind of went to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and we spent 4 days in Oman. And that was really great fun, great memories and stuff. But then when I actually got back home and I reviewed my life, that Monday work, everybody knows when you come back from holiday, that first day back is just unreal. So when I went to work on Monday, where I had to wake up at 4 in the morning actually, because I had to get the train at 6 because you have to be there for 8. So 5 in the morning, 24 years old, I was done. I was literally done. So when I got home, I literally researched my way. At first, I wanted to go to South Korea, but the deadline kind of ended by the time I tried to apply. So I was thinking, well, what's the next best thing that can go straight away? Then China popped up. I was like, okay, China popped up. What requirements do I need for China? That same week when I got back, when I tell you I researched everywhere, all the requirements, everything that you need to do. So you need to get a TEFL. So I was like, okay, let me get my TEFL. Literally when I got paid that Friday after that, I got my TEFL. I started applying for jobs. I was like, I was ready. I was en route to leave this place. Like I was ready. So finally I got some interview and it went quite great. I had actually 3 interviews before I got an offer. So that was quite lucky for me. Things kind of sped up at that point. So I didn't have to do much. And then I just let them know that I was still doing my certificate. I finally got my TEFL license, got my visa ready, literally got my ticket, health check and stuff like that. And then I finally told my parents after I got the job and everything lined up. And I was like to my parents, I was like, listen, I'm handing in my notice in the end of the month. Literally, this was 3 weeks after I came back from holiday. I was like, I'm handing in my notice and I'm moving to China. And my dad's question was, do I need to pay for anything? I was like, no, everything's done. He's like, okay then, good luck. I was like, all right, thank you, sir. I'm going to be out of here. Now, so I handed in my notice and the job was like, oh, okay, it's sad that you're leaving and stuff, but I didn't actually like it there that much anyways, so it was okay for me to leave, but it was a great place to work for, so I'm very grateful when it comes to that. But I just did my month. While my month was coming up, I basically just was planning everything, obviously how am I going to get to the airport and stuff like that, wanting to pack. I was literally decluttering my closet. I was decluttering my room. It was actually a great start. I felt alive. I felt like, okay, I'm actually in charge of my life at this point. So I was kind of ready for it. So when the time came to hand in my note, my last day at work, sorry guys, my last day at work, when was my last day of work? My last day of work was, I think, just a week before end of July, I think, because I had 3 weeks before I had to fly out. I flew out on the 15th of August, 2016, guys. So my last day came and I had a couple of weeks left. So that was just me finalizing, saying goodbye to my friends. I was literally meeting up with my friends every weekend, saying goodbye to them, going to dinner, had a goodbye dinner and stuff, still buying things, still packing. And then the 19th came, no, the 19th, the 15th came of August and I was at the airport. Now, if you would have asked me how I felt at that moment, I felt nothing. Like, not nothing. It wasn't excitement, wasn't anything. For me, nothing feels real until I get there. So at that time, I was like, okay, I'm just flying. So I didn't put anything in my head about, oh my God, I'm moving to China. It's miles away. It's 13-hour flight. Oh my God. Nothing like that. I literally got on the plane as if I'm going on holiday. My brain at that time, I don't think caught up to the fact that I am actually leaving home. I did leave home when I went to uni, but not miles and 100,000 miles away from home. So that was a bit of a shock. But then I went on the flight. I did my big girl flight. I did fly alone before, so it wasn't kind of a big shock for me. And I finally landed. I landed at night, guys. Mind you, I'm in China at night. Now, the company does give you, a driver does come pick you up, take you to the hotel or the place that you be staying. So I saw my name, got into the car. And mind you, my brain still hasn't registered that I have landed in Shanghai. I was like, oh my God. And I'm just seeing, the first time I'm seeing Chinese writing, Mandarin advertising. I'm like, that's when my brain is like slowly thinking, okay, Zuhura. But then I didn't want to panic. So when I finally got to the place that I was staying, and I think there was like 2 other people who were staying there, or one other person that was staying there with me. So we kind of roomed together. She was also from the UK, which was fantastic. And she just arrived that day as well for some reason, but she was on a different flight. So that was nice. But then even then it was just surreal. The next day, I think it finally starting to register. When I woke up, I wasn't in my room. I was in another place. Obviously, it was in August, summer just ended, so it was still hot. I tell you, Shanghai is hot. It was still hot. And then someone came to just pick us up so we can do all the documents and stuff to get another health check when you're there. You have to re-sign your contract again, basically just getting everything done, trying to get your visa done. So we had like a week before we actually had to start our induction to the school, which was nice because then you kind of have 2 weeks to like find your place. Luckily for me, the girls that I met were 2 of them were from the UK, or 3 of them. Yeah, 2 of them were from the UK. So we kind of decided, well, we're going to live together. And one of them was from Leeds, and the other one was, where was she from? Wales or something? Yeah, so we moved in together. So kind of the stars kind of aligned. It was nice to be with people that were in the same situation as me. And it was actually my best decision ever. Like if I could stay in Shanghai, I would actually stay there until now. COVID ruined everything. And if you ever decide to go, I do recommend going to China. It's a completely different world. It's a completely different culture, and I loved every moment of it. Thanks for staying up all this time while I blabber, and this is my final look. Just setting things up, and I must say, I am feeling myself at this moment. The lashes were lashing, the lip gloss was lip glossing. If you want me to discuss more on how to get to Shanghai, let me know. Put your comments below and I can do a video for you. But that's all I got right now. Thank you so much for watching. Now you're going to see me feeling myself because, duh, I look good. Until next time, bye guys.
Don't rush, slow touch, brown and white.